Greetings, fellow Fright Fiends. It's your buddy Boogeyman Ben. Hope everyone's doing well. Wanted to do a quick little video just talking about a couple of Stephen King related topics. One being the trailer for Dr. Sleep, which is the sequel to The Shining. Not only is it the sequel to the Shining novel that King wrote several years ago, but this is also going to be a sequel to Stanley Kubrick's film. I don't know how they're going to mix the two, because as many people know, Stanley Kubrick and Stephen King did not get along. Kubrick rejected King's screenplay for the Shining film and wrote his own, just kind of taking elements as a blueprint and then structuring his own movie around that, while ignoring some of the themes that King holds so near and dear from his novel. So King and Kubrick never really got, that whole relationship was strained from that point. And King has never really been a fan of Kubrick's masterpiece, despite the fact that that film is looked at so fondly by horror fans and film goers and film lovers alike. King did his own miniseries in 1997 with Mick Garris directing. That was a direct adaptation of his novel. I've read the novel. I like the miniseries despite its faults. I know a lot of people don't like it, but I think it was well done for a TV miniseries back in the late 90s. But of course, Kubrick's film has always been one of my favorite horror films. I know that Flanagan and Stephen King came to an agreement about how this new film would be structured, because so many people know the Kubrick film as opposed to the miniseries. And from my understanding, it's going to encompass elements of both, but this looks, just based on this initial trailer, which premiered online today, and I got goosebumps watching it. I got emotional watching it. I never thought I would see some of these iconic images from Kubrick's film incorporated into this new trailer. There was some of it in the first trailer, first teaser for the film, but this one, holy fuck. You guys are in for an experience. I think this film looks fantastic. I've always loved Mike Flanagan from his movies Oculus, Hush, his adaptation of Gerald's Game, another Stephen King property, and then his miniseries The Haunting of Hill House. He is amazing. This is my most anticipated film now for the remainder of 2019. This movie just looks absolutely fantastic. I will put a link down below to the trailer where you can check it out for yourself. Let me know what you guys think about it. Also, on another Stephen King related note, final box office figures for It Chapter 2 came out today, and the movie did open at 91 million here in North America. Worldwide, it's made 185 million on a $65 million budget, so it's already made profit, which is great. This is great for not only the cast and crew that worked so hard on two amazing films adapting King's mammoth novel, but also for horror films in general. I mean, these are the two biggest horror films in history. I'm grateful to everybody that put their all into these films, and I was one of the naysayers saying that it didn't need to be made, leave it alone, and I stand corrected. I mean, they did a fantastic job on each of these movies. And the other thing I want to say is that I'm a little bit disappointed by the ungratefulness of people in the horror community. There's a lot of people complaining about this film and its runtime, which, yes, it is a long film, but again, it's over 1,000-page novel. That was what they needed to do in order to tell this story, was to incorporate as much of the detail into this film, and I think they did a great job. And I think people should be respectful and grateful and not rip the people that worked so hard on this because it didn't happen to turn out the way that they wanted it to. I just consider myself respectful of what goes into a film, what they went through to make this film, and have the quickest turnover possible after the first one turned out to be such a big success is amazing, and the cast that they lined up is out of this world awesome. Because of the success of It and It Chapter 2, more horror films are going to be greenlit now, and people need to realize that it all goes hand in hand. The success of one leads to the potential success of another. I get really tired of the negativity. There's so much negativity in the world right now, and I look to horror and the horror family, the horror genre, the people that really love love horror films and Halloween and everything. That's where I go to for some positivity, and it just seems like lately, as much as they're willing to build something up, they're quicker to tear it down. And it makes me sad as a fan of this genre, because that's something I'll never do. I might give a review and give my opinion, but I'll never tell people how to think. So, you know, everybody should form their own opinion about something, and not letting somebody else dictate what's good and what's bad. So that's all I'm going to say about it. Again, Stephen King related, I think the success of it, Chapter 2, is fantastic. Also, Dr. Sleep, fantastic trailer. So check that out, link down below. Let me know what you guys think of it, Chapter 2. I know I put my review out a few days ago. Seems like people were pretty receptive to it. Thanks for the positive comments. Let me know what you guys think about it if you saw it. And if you guys happen to check out the Dr. Sleep trailer, like I get link down below to that. Let me know what you guys think of that. Really appreciate it. And thanks so much for dropping by the zone. And I'll talk to you guys later. Take it easy. Stay scared. I have a Patreon page if everybody wants to help support me. The link is down below. And if you do help support me, Dracula here will get more treats, and Dracula really loves his treats. So any support that you can give me would be very, very much appreciated. Right, Drac?